Yo, the Super Bowl was insane. Not only was it boring because it was a defensive game, I'm happy Seattle won and New England lost, I'm not gonna lie to you, but all the nutty stuff happening around it was crazy too. We see rumors that Cardi B allegedly spent like $1.2 million on an after party for Stephon Diggs, inviting family members to the game, paying for tickets, for both of them to just unfollow each other after the game. We see Stephon Diggs is dapping up his whole family, a baddie in a red dress looking over saying, I love you. I don't know if that's family, I don't know who that is. But then we also see pictures that his baby mama was there with the newborn. I'm assuming this is why Cardi B got mad. Again, I said the word assuming because this is all an assumption. But that's not where the crazy stuff ended. A dude streaked across the field and gambled on himself to do it. This isn't even his first time doing it. This nigga's a professional streaker. Like, imagine that. Imagine, what do you do for a living? Oh, I just streak big events and bet on myself. It's crazy. Crazy. And the only reason I'm hating is this nigga's making somebody's yearly salary in 5 minutes. Yeah, you probably got to spend $30,000, $40,000 on bail and lawyers and all that. I'm just assuming. But still, you're making a crazy hit, literally gambling on yourself.
I got this! I got this!
Fuck yeah! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, you guys got me! You guys got me! You guys got me! You guys got me! I'm right here! You guys got me! Yeah, you guys got me!
Bad Bunny killed it. And we see a whole bunch of people showing hate for the great Bad Bunny. Like, yo, that's insane, brother. Y'all gotta pull your head out your ass.
Can someone tell me why is the Super Bowl Spanish? I'm about to call ICE right now. But ICE would have already been there. If I was an immigrant, ICE would have already been there. You know, my people came from the Bahamas and shit, so I know if I was an immigrant and shit, like, niggas would have already deported us already. Like, I'll be trying to say, like, niggas make a Spanish Super Bowl with ice all hot in the world right now, like, what's going on? I don't know no Spanish niggas in there.
Is getting worse each year in their performance. That's for me as a performer. Thinking of a performance, if I had a budget to do a Super Bowl, you could do a greater show. I just think of that, like you said, I had the privilege of seeing Purple Rain. I had the privilege of seeing Michael Jackson, and I'm just a person for excellence. So I think Chris Brown is way overdue. I don't know how everybody feel about Chris Brown personally, but Chris Brown is way overdue. So when I look at the Super Bowl, I think the person who should be performing is the person that nobody is better than. And I could think of several artists that could have done a better job. But shout out to Bad Bunny and the entire Latin community. I would give this a 4. I would give it.
That's insane. I love all cultures' music. Do you think I understand everything that Asake is saying in Afrobeat? No, I went to Afro Nation and saw 2 days of Afrobeat. I don't want to say the wrong language, but the language is spoken in Nigeria and Liberia and these places, and I still enjoyed my time. I still loved the concert. There was even Cape Verdean artists there. I enjoyed my time. I love music. I love the rhythm. I love the baddies. Like, Bad Bunny got 42 baddies out there shaking culo, and you mad? Like, why is you mad, brother? We got dudes like Meth Rock on the news talking about, yeah, man, it ain't my cup of tea. I know it's not. That's not something you gotta tell me. I know it's not.
What did you think of Bad Bunny? I know you didn't see all of it, but you saw some clips.
Like most people, I didn't understand any of it. I mean, I saw there's a lot of dancers and a lot of big to-do stuff, and you know, he said he wanted to have a dance party. It looked like he had one. Not my cup of tea, but I don't fault that kid for, doing the Super Bowl, getting in front of a global audience. I fault the NFL for putting him in that position, and Turning Point for having to come out and have an alternative for people to watch. It's just poor kid.
Poor rich kid.
Poor rich kid. Man, I think this all started. Man, I could go on for days, but to sum it, I would think back 2016 when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, to protest, I think it was racial injustice and police brutality and everything that, they got a lot of people's panties in a bunch, self included. I did not agree with him, but nonetheless, he's got the right to speak his mind, do his thing. And Roger Goodell really had a real problem on his hand back then. And I think he was like, how do I get out of this and, keep making the tens upon millions of dollars a year that I make, in a predominantly male black league. So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle and, his music. But it seems like there's a little bit of a DEI hire there going on, to kind of like, black guys love Jay-Z. And of course, I'm not that ignorant. I know a lot of us love Jay-Z, not just black guys. But in the league where he had this problem, it seemed like, we'll bring him in. And so, Jay-Z's not going to take that position of power and that money. So, then they convened in a not-for-profit league until, they quietly got rid of that tax exempt status at some point, so Roger did not have to disclose his salary. So he had all sorts of problems. So he brings in Jay-Z, and what's Jay-Z going to do? He's going to do right by his base. That's where you had Kendrick Lamar last year. A lot of people didn't get. I respect Kendrick Lamar, but wasn't my cup of tea. And, then this year you're like, wow, they're going to double down. And to me, it was kind of just like another middle finger to conservatives, to the MAGA, crowd, to my base.
Also, whoever knows that bar owner that didn't put the back, I'm not paying my tab. I would have called the cops on myself. I'm not paying it. You niggas got country singers. This ain't even part of the NFL. At least give me one TV with Bad Bunny. Give me a headphone. Who wants to see this? Who wants to see this? People are like, oh, I don't understand. Brother, let me take myself out of my Spanish shoes. I'm not Dominican in this story. If I gotta watch this country bullshit with meth rock and everybody else that went up there that I got no damn clue on who they are, or seeing baddies shaking hips, rompiendo culo, and Bad Bunny, hey, 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 he says, hey, 80% of the lyrics. I'm watching that. NFL, theatrics, him breaking through ceilings and ending inside houses to then kick the front door like Casita and come out and keep turning up. I'm watching that. But as I thought, those comments couldn't get any worse. We see people like Mace, that the best thing he ever did was hold Biggie's balls and get scared of hip hop when niggas started getting popped and run off. And you guys know I love Mace. I love Cam. Nothing but respect. But when I start seeing Mace talking about the production gets worse and worse every single year, my nigga, if you didn't speak about Kendrick Lamar's terrible ass show last year, they had to put fake sounds of people clapping and all that in there, but you decided to come this year, I'm looking at you funny. And you from Harlem world, nigga, we all won over there. We all won. Dominican, Puerto Rican, black, we all won. You ain't from California. See, California, they start talking about the browns, the blacks, when the Mexicans and all, I get it. Over there, y'all different. In New York, and not even New York, the East Coast, Rhode Island, anywhere in the East Coast, we won, brother. The urban community, we is one. Don't matter what you is, we all grew up together, we all rose together. So to see Mace, knowing that Bad Bunny, one of the biggest things that probably could have touched that stage, I don't know anyone bigger than Bad Bunny this year. And for those that are talking crazy, I know y'all didn't see what happened in El Choli and the history that he just set in Puerto Rico over the summer of 2025, because that shit was historic. Guess what? We was there. We flew out there to see Bad Bunny in Old San Juan.
Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.
Little Boozy talking crazy. Nah, brother. And I love when Boozy talk about some random shit. But now the gun was finally turned at me and I finally took offense to something Boozy said. Like, yo, Boozy, shut up. Shut up. You lucky if you able to headline the chow room. You lucky if they would have allowed you to do a show and tell in prison. And you coming at someone like Bad Bunny for doing the Super Bowl is just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. The Super Bowl night continued to get a bit wild. We saw the Seattle Seahawks smoking cigars like Suge Knight in the locker room listening to Lil Baby. And a couple of them like, yo, we going out tonight. Oh, y'all going out tonight. So was Lil Baby and Keion White. Today we see a TMZ post stating 49ers Keion White argued with Lil Baby and crew before shooting, according to reports. Crazy. I thought Lil Baby was not indulging in any violence after academics been asking him for the fade for the last like 2 weeks, even though he's asking for the fade previously. But it sparked up back again like the last 2 weeks where they even try to get them to fight on brand risk. And I can't even lie, academics really called it out perfectly. He's gonna outprice himself. We see Aiden give us an update that Lil Baby wants $30 to $40 million. And the reason is because he knows if he loses that fight, that could ruin your career. So he wants enough money to say, bro, win or lose, I want $40 million. I can see that angle. Who in the hell would pay $40 million? I even see Aiden trying to entertain it. You know, I was trying to get him to $30 million. No, you wasn't, brother. Brother, no, you wasn't. We understand, it's fine. We don't want to even see that fight if you paid him $30 million, because now we know that we got to pay to watch that shit. And I don't think I would. I would have just waited for after the fight to see no jumper posted or something. So thank God you didn't make that investment.
Wait. Yeah. We in the room, but we ain't throwing no shade. Lil Baby bitch ass still ducking the fade. Yo, hey, 4 p.m. Oh, hold on, I gotta get this right. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Now I gotta freestyle this shit. I gotta get to it. Hold up, Big Ack in here. Hold up. Yeah. If J. Cole could do, I could do it. Hey, we in the room, but we ain't throwing no shade. Lil Baby bitch ass still ducking the fade. Hey, we trying to box on brand risk. Hold up. Wait. Let's get to it. Big Ack in the building, the biggest. Hold up. Let's get to it. I gotta rap this shit. Holy. Nah, let me get that beat. Hold up, chat. Hold up. Come on, y'all know I can rap, though. Yo, Lil Ack one of the greatest now. Hey, we in the room, but we ain't throwing no shade. Lil Baby. I don't know if Baby was off perks or whatever he be doing. I don't know about his drug use. Like, well, actually, I do know about his drug use, but still. This is facts I'm telling y'all. This is gonna sound so crazy, y'all gonna say I'm lying. I promise y'all. We all know Baby's like Meek Mill #2, right? He just don't tweet it, but he's stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, I promise you. Baby calls up a few people. I can't make this up, but everything will make sense. And he calls them up. I gotta find out more info too. Like, yo, what time he called you up and said this shit? But this has been a thing. He's been, you know, all these niggas that hang around this Fanatic Fest shit. I just want to point this out too. All of you niggas that keep going to Fanatics Fest and you think you're cool with the Jewish billionaire and now you are within arm's reach of like infinite money. It's a reason why none of your ideas go nowhere. Because this is the ideas I'm hearing y'all are pitching. I swear, this is not for the fans. I just want Baby to know I've been laughing at this shit for 2 days straight. Baby calls up somebody of notable power and influence and a lot of money and tells him he has an idea for a company for a pill. Chat, it's going to sound so crazy. You're only going to understand after you now think about every rumor you've heard about him. They said Lil Baby said to yo, I want to invent a pill. Like, again, this is how these rappers are. You know they're fucking stupid, right? Yo, I want to invent a pill to stop men from jerking off. I swear. I promise you. Y'all gonna think I'm lying. I promise you. He tells this nigga that he wants to invent a pill to stop men from jerking off. The person's like, okay. And he then goes on to tell, I promise you. He tells the person that he has a porn addiction. I'm not lying, y'all. It sounds like I'm lying. That's why I keep saying I'm not lying. And he whacks off 5 times a day, I promise you. I couldn't believe it. But I believed it. So I couldn't believe it, but I believed it because it made sense with all these like porn stars that keep saying that they're exposing him for pictures. I'm like, why does this guy need pictures? So apparently Baby tells like, you know, these little elite guys in the Fanatics Fest, little conundrum or whatever, that he has a porn addiction that he beats off like 5 times a day. And he thinks a dope business would be to create a pill. To create a pill to stop men from beating off. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The mere fact I heard about this, they think it's stupid, okay? They think it's stupid. But I think they listen to it and be like, oh, yeah, that's new. Yeah, That's new. So when I heard it, I said, I don't even think he said that, like, because I think they were like, maybe he was trolling though. I'm like, nah, he wasn't trolling. It makes sense. Nigga, Ja Morant, he was begging for pictures for. She's a porn star. He watches porn. Probably watched her perform a lot of times. He wants some material to whack off to. Makes sense. Yo, send me the pictures. I want to, whatever. Now, again, I'm not clowning like as a man, like, yo, because niggas do whack off.
The investigation into the shooting of Keion White just took a wild turn because of what reportedly happened between the 49ers defensive end and rapper Lil Baby before the shots rang out just hours after the Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, academics made it off lightly. You got this nigga's entourage allegedly shooting people. Axe Lucky, all he did was get smacked. Axe got smacked by Lil Baby's man and got mad at everybody else. He got mad at Talil. He got mad at Lil Baby who wasn't even in the building at the time. You are lucky that all you got was the 5 fingers of death. Because according to the San Francisco Standard, which says it's seen the police report 27-year-old White and Baby got into an argument after the Grammy-winning rapper and his friends were turned away from the third-year pro's private event at a local San Francisco lounge. Per the outlet, a witness told police he saw the verbal argument and went to get help from bar staff before he heard 2 gunshots ring out. When the witness returned, he discovered White had been shot in the ankle area. That's crazy. That's crazy. In the ankle to an NFL player? A defensive end at that gotta come off the line quick, put all that weight on both of them ankles and try to get through? He pulled the what Allstat said he was gonna do to Stephon Diggs, allegedly, due to what Selena said. But he's gonna do to Stephon Diggs if he catches him. Didn't Selena show a video where he's saying gonna pop him in the knee or something? Nah, y'all dudes is crazy. Y'all trying to end careers out here. And you gotta remember, athletes ain't rappers. They talk to police.
He told me that he was gonna when he sees Stephon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad. So I think she on some beat, strip, shot in the knee, all types of shit. See, I wasn't on his
shot
ass.
In the knee?
Cricket.
Yeah, and he said that
that
Stephon went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her, like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days.
Police arrived to the scene just after 4 a.m. and entered the club to investigate, discovering numerous females picking up dollar bills that were strewn all over the floor. When the cops made contact with White, the report claimed he was uncooperative. Investigators retrieved footage from surveillance cameras at the scene and found an abandoned cell phone. They also located a 9mm and a .45 caliber casing near the scene. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking Keion White is gonna talk to the 12. Like, all right, bro, I'm an athlete, I ain't a rapper. Nah, all right, never mind. He's playing the gangster role. You shot the right one. Shoot Russell Wilson and see if that nigga won't tell. Russell Wilson would help them draw a picture of you. And they would have took them straight to your YouTube channel. The local outlets report comes after The Athletic on Monday reported the altercation did not involve White, who was at the time thought to be minding his own business when he was hit with the bullet. The new info, against courtesy of the San Francisco Standard, calls the version of the story into question. For their part, cops said in the statement that a preliminary investigation revealed a verbal altercation occurred between the two groups inside a business. The victim was injured when shots were fired by an unknown suspect. Social media posts and an event page showed the rapper was in the Bay Area for the Super Bowl, including a post from his own Instagram in a suite at Levi Stadium, but there's nothing outside of the news story linking the star rapper to the lounge where the violent incident went down. Neither side has commentated on the situation. And we see a picture here of Baby at the Super Bowl with his son. Bro, how did this turn so crazy? We start seeing the news and everyone keeps saying the name Lil Baby, even on the news, which is wild.
We have new details in the shooting that hurt 49ers defensive end Keion White. It happened early yesterday morning at a nightclub in San Francisco's Mission District. Our partners at SF Standard report White was hosting a Super Bowl party at Dahlia Lounge on Mission Street. At some point, White got into an argument involving rapper Lil Baby. That's when White was shot in the ankle. Nearby residents say they were woken up by police activity.
Window is like right by my bed, and so I saw lights. Like, I think that's why I woke up at first. I think I kind of knew that it wasn't like the most safe place, but honestly, I mean, like, it kind of seems par for the course. Like, I'm not like entirely like, how could this happen here?
No arrests have been made. Our sister network ESPN reports White had surgery yesterday and it was a success.
Twist in the shooting of 49ers defensive end Keion White. According to a report, the 27-year-old third-year pro was involved in an argument with Lil Baby and his entourage before the gunfire erupted. Now, this is all from a report from the San Francisco Standard that says they have read a police report that lays everything out. Now, nobody is accusing Baby of firing the weapon. They are simply saying that there was an argument that happened just moments before. There was a witness who told police that he went upstairs to try and get help from the staff, and that's when he hears the gunshots erupting out. Ultimately, police found a .45 and a 9mm shell casing, indicating that 2 gunshots were fired, at least. Now, thankfully, White was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He is expected to be okay after undergoing surgery, but bottom line, this is a crazy twist in an already insane story.
Because not that long ago, 4PF ended. Remember, magically 4PF ended after all them Ricos started going around Atlanta. And this magical new label came out of nowhere, Glassdoor Entertainment. He's not 4PF anymore. He don't even like speaking about 4PF. Because we seen academics say when he called Baby and was on the phone like, yo, bro, this nigga said something about 4PF and slapped me. Yo, you want some police shit right now? Act, you want some police shit. He don't want no associations to 4PF. Why? Because we've seen children that lost their life at a music video shoot before. If you guys remember that. The cops even did a press conference coming at Baby, if you guys recall that.
The overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
Lil Baby and his music video are also named in arrest warrants for the shooting deaths of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. Police call them innocent victims. The shooting happened last summer at the Oakland City West End apartments on People Street. Police describe this as gang violence escalated by that Lil Baby music video shoot. Investigators say members of the Goodfellas gang orchestrated that.
We even seen in one of the court cases to the ops, Lil Baby's name get dropped, and they're saying that a RICO was allegedly going to come for Baby. Haven't heard any updates in that in quite a while, but information like this definitely does not help out the situation.
Man, them folks, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them folks got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by a price? What do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed?
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Definitely does not help out the situation. Baby got to focus back on that music, bro, because his fall off really needs to be studied. That shit is crazy. And I don't ever think it's too late for any of these artists to make a fire-ass comeback. I think he just got to get his head back in the game, bro. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what information you think we might see come from this. But what I hope we don't see from this is an arrest made and it's somebody from 4PF, because ooh, baby, that's not gonna look good for you. It's not gonna look good for you in a legal case. It's not gonna look good for you if you have any future cases in Atlanta, if you know where I'm going with this. Sub to the channel, guys. More information that we do have regarding the situation, I will definitely update you guys ASAP. But this is looking nasty.